Hello, myself Ashraf Sheikh. Today I'm going to present mini case study. It's workshop 6.5, and so first of all will this presentation will evaluate the financial projection for Fresnel's enterprise new screen guard venture to provide a recommendation on whether the venture should be funded. So my total presentation will be on this new venture should be funded or not. It will be on my point of view. So the key aspect we will analyze include the pro forma income statement, working capital requirements, free cash flow, and discounted cash flow metrics of NBV, VIR, and IRR. Comparing these metrics to hurdle rates and benchmarks will determine if adequate shareholders' returns are projected relative to the risk and capital investment required. Ensuring proper cash flow funding for working capital and growth needs through the income statement and cash flow streams will also evaluate operational sustainability. Based on analysis of these dynamics, we will provide a recommendation on whether Fresnel should move forward with the ScreenGuard venture based on its profitability and strategic rationale. So let's start. First of all, I'm going to do the pro forma income statement analysis. Pro forma income statement provides multi-year projection for key revenue and profit metrics. Revenue is projected to grow from 250,000 in 1 year to 850,000 by year 3, supported by production ramp up. However, CFG starts at 35% of revenue, leading to slim gross margins initially with SNG cost fixed at 95,000 per year, operating and net income are negative through year 2. Depreciation is also a major cost at 135,000 annually, driving net losses while production scales. Incremental improvements lead to marginal profitability by years 4 5. Key downside risks are revenue falling short of projections given negative profit margins, limiting options to cover losses. Upside depends on achieving scale production targets to drive profit improvement. Overall, the income statement faces challenges through the break-even relying on successful sales execution. Now, the working capital analysis is working capital analysis. Working capital investment equals 25% of projected revenue per year, requiring funding for growth period to revenue realization. This leads to incremental 100,000 plus outflows for working capital through year 3, funded through operating cash flows. With negative operating income throughout the horizon, the required working capital investments put pressure on cash positions. Upside depends on sales execution to drive sufficient operating cash working capital to reverse by year 5 with 112k recovered. Key risks include funding operating losses and working capital needs if revenue falls short. Delayed break even would require alternative funding for losses and working capital. Overall, working capital analysis shows growth funding needs require operating cash flow performance, highlighting business model dependence on sales position in a constrained cash position. So this shows the working capital analysis. And now we move forward with the aspects of the free cash flows. Free cash flow reflect funding needed and operating performance over the venture horizon. With high initial equipment and working capital investment, FCF is severely negative through year 3 with 675,000 initial outlay. Operating losses drive further negative FCF through break even. Incremental improvements after third year are still constrained given past losses. And uh, discounted cash flow metrics measures whether projected returns meet hard rates for the project risk. At a 12% desired return, the venture significantly underperforms. So the NPV equal negative to 227,000, indicating inadequate return for risk over long-term cash flows. Benefit cost ratio of 0.34 signals poor return on $1 of investment. Most critically, IRR equals 21.5% below the target 12% rate. This further signals return expectation mismatch over the investment time period. And key factors are continued or negative cash flows stemming from constrained margin, limiting payback on the steep initial equipment investment. Upside relies on sales execution and margin improvement well beyond current projections. So, finally, my recommendation is in conclusion, analysis shows unfavorable return on versus as hurdle rates while carrying high execution. Revenue projections like overly optimistic based on competitive offering with slim margin for error. Significant risks exist in funding operating losses and working capital needs prior to delayed break-even timing. Consequently, free cash flows are constrained throughout the horizon. These dynamics lead to poor NPV benefit cost ratio and IRR versus hurdle rates. With cash funding risk and unlikely achievement of scale production target, the likelihood of acceptable shareholder return is unfavorable. Given analysis indicating high execution risks and inadequate strategic rationale, we recommend against moving forward with the screen guard venture today until core model improvements are revisited. Significant changes to product market fit assumptions need re-evaluation prior to considering this project. So finally, significant changes for the product market fit assumptions need re-evaluation before considering to invest in this project. So thank you so much. This was the case study. Thank you.